Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a disc.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go! At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
We gonna sign it.
56. Mike's 56.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, gonna sign it. Go 58, lady. See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On second and 12, Darnold, man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let me know right now. You better quit.
On first down, it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw on second and 10, Darnold, he completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Throwing on second and 8, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie that stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got to step it up. 97.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Motion. New Mike 52, right 52. Let's get the ball. Hey, Mike 52.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's Lindsey, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Darnold from the gun. He'll find Lindsey here, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 15 on it. Watch the curl. Orbit. Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. Completes it to Hardman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike, 53.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Broncos' 47-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. It's Hill, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run. Go. Where's 52?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike 58, right there. Go. 58, boy, 58, Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Broncos.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Off of play action, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Darnold now to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
And the Broncos first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Harrison for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
97's the mic. Come on. You better bring it. 97.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
It's our time. Shoot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 15 running.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Let's go. Here we go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now he's forced out left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go, son. Go 58 to the mic.
In your face.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58, right over there, right over there.
Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Ready for this, man. For this, they still playing soccer. Y'all playing check 26, check 26.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch Mike. Here we go.
52.
To throw is Jackson, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Duke Dawson picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Come on,
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 25 on second down, Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson now. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Bradley Chubb, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Go! 97's the mic. Time to go. Night. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. I want that.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot right. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58, boys, 58, 58. Hey, 80. Check back. And 58 is the mic. Well, 58's the mic. I got him. 58's the mic.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. This time Jackson will throw it. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Let's go. Hey, we got
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. You don't want
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points?